Heartbeat sensor activated.
Bomb located by attackers.
Activating drone. Enemy located. Second floor.
Demo touch. Clear. Activate.
Sensor activated.
Swapping mag!
Hostile spotted. Second floor.
Defender has left the designated staging area. Seconds remaining. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers activating diffuser.
The attackers. Darn dead controller.
By defenders. Defenders win.
And the defense won. It'll be a 6-0 for Heartbreak Esports. Wait, Ninja, can you talk in the PS4 chat? Because I can't have earbuds in. And you there?
There we go. I had to disconnect my stuff from my Discord.
There we go. Now we can properly do the last match.
Well then. It works way better on PlayStation. Well then. We know this now.
We'll see if Main Clan can bounce back after that 6-0. It was kind of close. They had a 2v1 advantage in the final round. But on the defensive end, they couldn't handle the rushes of Heartbreak. What map are we going to, Ninja?
Border. And then
Border.
and they're
So this
switching
should be a
sides.
map that won't be as difficult to do a tactical rush on. Coastline you can kind of allow because there's a lot of routes where you don't need to open.
Not what I meant to do.
Thank you.
Alright,
Thank you
guys.
to the baseball helmet.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys ready for your guys' next map?
Yeah.
Not fucking slap.
For real, bro. We got pimp slapped.
You guys look like you were having some fun out there.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was fun.
If the IQ
Yeah.
was fucking.
If my dumbass didn't fucking like peek around the corner like the worst time possible, I.
If ever that
Alright,
IQ
boys.
was that fucking fucked Mozzie off as he jumped out the window, that's it.
Hello, that was me.
Whoever was Pulse, I headshot at Pulse as soon as they jumped out. And they almost killed me. If you would have killed me, I would have been pissed. I watched head. Scored out of your fucking head.
Alright, you all ready? We're all set up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Already.
Alright.
Like 5 times.
Alright, let's go.
Good luck.
Good
Oh,
luck.
well, this is.
Good
luck.
luck.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so we will be getting our second match on border. We'll see main clan straight into our ban phase.
I think I figured out the
Yes.
problem with the Twitch. Too.
What?
I can't do it on my computer. I can only do it on the PlayStation. Because the PlayStation
Good
works
spelling of
just fine.
Heartbreak Esports. I know you're doing it quick, but
Are you managing
Otis.
my chat?
no, I'm not even signed in.
Oh, are you watching my chat is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Quality is so much better, yeah, indeed. So the first round, Heartbreak Esports won in a 6-0. We'll see if this round's any different, though. The Thatcher band, very interesting, coming out from Heartbreak Esports. I would think that I guess it might show that they don't want to focus on hard breaching and might want to go straight into sight and actually continue their rush plays that they did last round.
I've had to make
Rather
some hard
last
decisions.
map, I guess. Jackal banned by main clan, probably to prevent the pings that came out during the rushes of Heartbreak that really allowed them to push into sight, knowing where certain defenders were. And then a Mira ban from main clan to prevent any sort of Mira play on the lockers side.
Oh yeah. That one they kept doing a lot of window playing
I'm
as I
surprised there's
saw.
not a Maestro ban.
I know, right? They played Maestro like a lot, but they still do that Echo ban and that Jackal ban. But they did play a lot of Jackal last round, as I saw. They played a lot of Jackal and they played a lot of Maestro. So I don't know why they didn't ban that Maestro. Maybe they're gonna be playing
And then
Maestro.
we only got one round to see what they'd play on the other side. But since they did switch roles, we will be able to see a full defense from Heartbreak, but on order as they'll start on Armory Lockers. What's the time for pick phase? CR delay? What's the current time on the timer? Ninja, what's the current time?
Sorry about that. I had to do something.
What's the current time on the
right
timer?
now we're on 10.
Okay, so I'm 5 seconds behind.
Yeah,
That's not too bad.
that's actually normal.
Yeah.
That's good.
So a Montaigne being brought out here from main clan, which might establish that they will be going a little bit slower. They also have the gridlock to prevent the rotation, which is fairly easy here, as both of the main staircases that you can use
Ooh,
on
that
this map are very easy
2000
to cut
ping!
off, as they're very narrow.
Starting off with the 800 ping. 2000.
That's
Ooh.
not good.
Ooh, now it jumps back down to 200. Staying at a solid.
Wait, I need to pull out the rule book here.
Yeah.
Um,
I got I think there's a rule
Players
on that.
must remain consistently under 130 ms ping. If a player remains at over 130 ping for at least 2 rounds and remaining above this ping for at least 10 seconds in each round, the team will be asked to rehost. If the high ping continues, the team will be asked to provide a substitute. So was it over 10 seconds?
It stayed at 200. I mean, hold on. Let me look at him for a minute. Let's see if he's struggling.
As main clan will be starting their attack into the armory lockers by first going to the balcony outside. Very dangerous rappel from Capital, as he can be easily ran up on.
I'm gonna message him, just ask if he's okay, if he's good with his ping, just to make sure. Ah, my ears.
Bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Onto the back balcony, and Jaeger's putting on pressure through the smoke, the entire defense, and gets the final Montaigne. So Heartbreak will get the first round win as they put pressure on the final operator in the game.
They really pushed that Montaigne.
Wait, so
They
what's the
just.
time?
We have 10 seconds.
Okay, so I think it's 7 seconds for you, 5 seconds for Young Jam plays, but he's on
I
lesser
asked him if
quality.
he's good with his ping. He says, yeah, it spikes up every now and then. He said he's good.
Okay.
So, we're good.
So yours is actually pretty good quality.
I mean, I can stream, just not. I mean, I think I know the problem now. I'm just not gonna have to do it the way I want to do it.
Attackers need to locate
You
and
know.
defuse bomb.
We will
Ooh.
see if main clan will change their play style. Well, that's not good for Heartbreak, as Ella has already shot her teammate.
Oh, I saw that.
We'll see, they're reinforcing upstairs, so they might set a deep roamer to hold this armory side so they can't put too much vertical getting a plant through the
Attackers are heading out.
ventilation window. Interesting that they're reinforcing off the bathroom as well as that hallway, which will not allow them to rotate into the bathroom, which the bathroom can't be broken up from above, so that would be a useful area that they could rotate to.
These Val cams are pretty nice. She can see the outside of that windows, so they can't push in from the door or the window on top. So she's really watching for them to push in.
Interesting that the offense is taking a push from the detention side, from the other bomb site, here as they slowly push in through a hole made by one of the shotguns on the, or by Buck's shotgun.
Have you ever got a random wall bang through one of those walls?
No,
it's very
but since
satisfying.
there's people that do runouts on detentions, to get someone from valleys, I've pre-fired that many times and actually got a kill from it.
It's very satisfying
Yeah.
whenever you actually get a kill
If you
from it.
pre-fire someone that runs out, yeah.
Yeah, it's very
That's
satisfying.
one of the most common runouts on any map. And if you've been watching the Rainbow Six Major, there's been several runouts on the bedroom balcony in Villa, though. That can be very key. But here we're on border. They have maneuvered themselves into the bathroom now. As they do have a thermite to open up that wall, but first they're putting pressure on the site.
Ooh! Thermite takes out 2 of them.
And that'll set up a plant for the team.
Young shuts down Donkey.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. 15 seconds remaining.
And the final players upstairs still getting things done. Jello, he has the diffuser with them with very little time remaining. Tack is pushing in on it.
Attackers activating diffuser.
The plant is almost through for Young Jam plays into overtime. The diffuser is slowly ticking down. There's only one more player that Jello has to kill before he can defuse the bomb.
Attackers
And he won't be able to, Jello will be able to clutch it. Now he just needs to find the diffuser, which he does. Even on low health, he destroys all the gridlocks and was able to get the diffuser. What do you think about that? Our first
Whew.
1v3 clutch in the league.
My teeth were actually grinding through that. I'm like, whoo! Woo! It was actually going there.
That's the first clip for the league.
Whew. My teeth were
Wow.
actually grinding. Whew. I was like, come
Wow,
on.
and that'll shift momentum away from the main clan. They had set up a 4v2 with site control, and the last defender's upstairs. Wait, who pushed upstairs to drop the diffuser up there?
They were pushing the Jaeger. The Jaeger was playing upstairs the whole time. Just
They probably
detaining
could
them.
have planted in the other bomb site and then just
Yeah.
left there and forced the Jaeger to challenge
Jaeger
them.
and the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie had a sneaky little hole up there. I didn't even know you could do that. Apparently there's a hole, you can blow out a hole looking right at the window, and whenever they would jump in the window, you could shoot them with the shotgun with the Valkyrie. Apparently.
Yeah, but we'll see now is Heartbreak will have to move into customs and supply, which is a very difficult site to defend, as there's a window you can just hop in and essentially plant as long as you have detentions control and supply room control. Someone lagged out.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh no.
Wait, what are we doing with the lag out situation? Are we re-hosting?
10 seconds to insertion.
Hold on.
5 seconds left.
I'm gonna try to quickly deal with it before
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Indeed, it's a rip for the Heartbreak team, as it'll be a 4v5 momentarily for the defense.
In a way, I feel like
Can he join
Heartbreak.
back?
Yeah. I feel like Heartbreak, they wouldn't even care because of how well they play. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it just may not be as dominant. Well, she's out of the know. Yeah, indeed. Heartbreak is just playing very well. It's been evened up in trades though, 3v3. Basically, Heartbreak's solution to trying to plant in supply room is to have this Jaeger hold a pixel angle through the back side of it to prevent anyone from entering there. As Heartbreak, as main plan is set up for push.
The epic bait from the gridlock. If you see, you'll see here in a second. The epic bait from the gridlock.
And it'll now be down to a 3v1 with the last guy, and he's down. 1v1. So will Donkey Heartbreak be able to clutch it against the Finka on main clan? She has a diffuser, so if she can set up a plant, she'll be good. But Kaid's holding a long angle to the supply room window, so she's almost gonna have to directly challenge this.
Kaid knows that he's gotta hold these angles. And he plays these angles really tightly and
succeeds from it.
Yeah.
As the rotation was not able to work, as he either had the intel or to listen for that rotation there, and was able to get the pick.
As Heartbreak waits for their teammate to rejoin, we proceed on. I'm actually amazed with Heartbreak. They're able to still pull out in this game. It's amazing. I love this. This is enjoyable.
Looks like that the Heartbreak member will be unable to join in this specific round, as they'll head back up to Armory, Lockers, and Archives to defend. The Twitch being brought from main clan will be able to destroy multiple gadgets if the Legion goo mines, the Kaid, electric claws, and the Jaeger ADSs. So it'll be very key if the Twitch drone can knock those out before a push on to the site occurs.
And Urban,
since there's no buck to breach out from below, they can either use the Zofia to open up a hole below to help with opening that wall, or they might just try to use the Twitch drone to eliminate any electric claws that get put on the Lockers wall.
And we have a player returned.
It'll be a 5v5 through the rest of the match. Well, it's Yeah. So now, without the Zofia, due to the roam from the Jaeger, that'll make it more difficult to put any pressure, vertical pressure, because they don't have anything to explode and make holes into the floor with easily. And with that Jaeger, he is actually defending that from underneath, but now he's actually picked off. So now without the Jaeger there and the rest remaining in sight, they should be clear to start working on the floor, but they don't really have much to do so they're just going to push onto the main wall here and just try to get a thermite charge onto it by using a twitch drone to get rid of the electric claw. Interesting what Heartbreak's doing here with the partially broken barricade. It's supposed to help probably see when a twitch drone might enter, but the barricade was actually fully destroyed. We're down to only about a minute and 10 seconds here, so they're gonna have to prep for the complete push. They've droned out one behind the Walker's wall, and they're prepped to do a push here. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to do or get the wall unless the twitch drone comes in here quickly. So they might just have to rush through the door. Time is running out. They're about to set up the push. Nomad putting some of her charges down, but they're being picked up by the ADS. Nomad getting weakened as it's already a 3v3. The Kaid got help there and actually succeeded, but a thermite charge is going down on the wall, so it's not going to be safe much longer, but it won't matter as it's only the thermite remaining.
And that pulse is still looking for those pulses.
And he has control of the diffuser, so thermite has to push him, and he dies to a goo mine.
Ooh.
So the real key there was that they were not able to open up the wall until towards the very end, and by that time, their defenders or their attackers were already picked off trying to look through the door. They needed more of that vertical pressure, but since their Zofia was lost early in the round, they were unable to do that. Now Heartbreak will move on to ventilation room and workshop to try to defend.
See the scoreboard here for a minute.
So we can see it's pretty even across the board for Heartbreaks. Everyone has a couple of kills in there, but only 2 real performers on main clan so far. But it's been very difficult on their attack as they haven't been able to get everything set up as they'd like to. This time, trying with a somewhat similar roster. They have the thermite to break through the back wall, but there's a Kaid to counter that, but they also have the Twitch to get the Kaid. So it'll be interesting if the Twitch drone can actually get through this time and get the Kaid electric claws destroyed much early in the round to allow an earlier push like they did the first time they attacked ventilation room. And maybe they'll learn from their mistakes and plant in ventilation instead, just because of how big workshop is. There's many long angles that defenders can use to take control of the diffuser, and it's very difficult for attackers to be in a safe position while looking at the diffuser.
If you can see where Doc is right now, I'm watching the stream too on top of it. If you can see where Doc is right now, this is the hole I was talking about. That's all.
Yeah. So they'll have to get rid, but if they can clear out Doc and a couple of the other defenders that are near there, it will be much safer for them to plant the diffuser in the ventilation side, but the diffuser went already down as Blackbeard must have got too aggressive as he pushed into detention.
Honestly, they can use that hold against them if they really tried.
Well, if they pick off the Doc. There's only 2 attackers left, though. But it is a 2v3, and a couple of them are off-site. Nice from the Gridlock to pick up 2. And the Twitch picked up 1. It was a 2v4 at one point. It's 1st to 6. Which will be all the games. We may modify it based on what we see this year. But it can drop 5. So it's now the dinner table with a 3K so far this round. It's all down to the Legion now, as the Twitch will regress onto the workshop side.
I remember that Legion's been a killer.
Legion's there to defend. Diffuser going down on the other side.
That Legion's been a real killer this round.
Yep. Trying to make the clutch is Zava from Heartbreak. No, it's 1st to 6.
I wonder what this Gridlock's idea. Oh, okay. I see. See the Gridlock's idea now. Shut down by the mute. Oh man,
So
I'm getting tired.
25 seconds. There are about 20 seconds for her to make the push. As the Gridlock, has the track stingers already deployed in that rotation hole. She needs to get a plant in or push onto this Legion that she knows in.
She keeps getting those Legions mines. She knows it.
And we'll only have a couple seconds.
She'll get shut down by the Legion.
Yep. As the Legion mines delayed the push, those are well positioned. The goo mines wasted just enough time to allow the Legion to get the pick as it moved into after 0 seconds. So that'll be a perfect round on defense for Heartbreak Esports. Now I'll be switching to main clan side. Or turn to defend. I think Border could be a very defender-sided map, so it could actually matter. But I really think Heartbreak will be able to do a good push. They have the Montaigne here, the Buck as well, and all that they need to open up the armory wall, but there's not even anything to defend. They'd even bring a Bandit or Kaid. So they might just be focused on the delaying strat for the main clan.
They brought a Clash. I haven't seen a Clash brought in a good minute.
But with the Clash and Capcan and Frost picks, they're definitely trying to counter the all-out rush that that Heartbreak Esports has been bringing thus far.
10 seconds to insertion.
For once, they didn't bring a Nomad, and that's probably going to be the mistake they didn't do this round, because they didn't bring in a Clash, and usually the Nomad is the biggest counter to Clash, usually.
Yeah, either a Nomad or a Zofia. They didn't even bring the Zofia. Ash could be used in some cases to help against the Clash, but Clash's most effective counter would be the Zofia. So they might switch off to a Zofia because it'll probably be most useful against this defense. instead of a Clash, which only has two hover charges. But never mind, Ash got that first frag and will be pushing into offices momentarily. They already have control of the east stairs and will be pushing into offices right next to site.
It looks like the Ash is getting in that the second gunfight, knowing that he's behind that.
The Ash getting really good intel on the positions of the defense. Just doing enough droning where the Ash is has a general idea of defenders, but isn't too aggressive. Montaigne pushing into the Armory Locker side and giving good call-outs, but he'll be taken out. All that's left is the Clash and Valkyrie.
I feel like that was a better push from Maine that they've
Yeah, that was
did.
a super good push. Pressure from both sides, as you saw there. Or as you couldn't see on the screen. Ash and other attackers were pushing from the other bomb site and closing in. So it was inevitable eventually that they were going to meet up with the Clash and Flanker. So the Clash was had to make a move. Really good attacks from Heartbreak as they 6-0 main clan in back-to-back games. So that's a good first match. We will start with Big Oreo versus AGC as soon as we can, but thanks for watching the first match in the first play day of the Endless Void Esports PS4 League.
We will be starting up another stream in just a few minutes after we get
Wait, so you stopped?
in a second I will. And we'll be right back.